Hi guys, this is Natsu25 and today we're going to review an online gambling website named Roobet. So you can see at the top left corner of the screen here on the yellow font, roobet.com. You can search that up and you can see it for yourself. Today we're going to take a step-by-step review and check on the look and feel and the interface of the website itself. This is Natsu25, so you can see in the top right corner again. And let's go ahead and start this. Okay, first and foremost, I'd like to introduce Roobet as a secured website because they're actually associated with Google that offers you capture and all the other type of security system and Steam. So if you already have an account in Google Steam, you can actually log into this website using those accounts. You just have to follow different kind of process. But let's go on to this. First, we're going to discuss about the look of the website itself, and for that first category, we're going to look at the color palette that they use for the website. And as you can see here, it's actually a dark blue color with a touch of dark yellow, or actually dandelion. We're going to look at it more with a matte finish. So it's actually a matte dark blue, matte dark dandelion. So they actually go together, yellow and blue, if the right mix. So that's the color palette they use. They also use color green, for instance. And here, color green, you can see that. A little bit of red and white for most of the fonts that they use for the different types of games that they offer. So, moving forward, let's go into the images that they use. So they use animated images. You can see that popping up, which are actually fun and interesting, and would actually be deemed as noticeable. Sorry for that interruption there. So they're colorful, each of the images, and they actually represent by a symbolic what kind of game. So you look at here in the slot game, you can see a slot machine actually. So card game for blackjack, baccarat, etc. There are other few games down there. We're going to lock onto this interface right now. So they're colorful, fewer 3D. I'm going to mention here the slots and the game shows. Those are 3D cartoonic designs that they use. So it's actually inviting for this kind of images that they use. Let's move on to the layout. For the overall layout or the interface, for the look of the website, I'd say it's user-friendly, approachable, and as you can see, it's quite minimalist because there are only a few words you can see here and a lot of spaces. Are actually what most of the attitude of BDH and ETC users are, which they support. As you can see here in the center, you have a drop down menu here where you can choose either if you want to use your ETH wallet or the BTC wallet. And then beside that is the deposit bar where you can deposit amounts in connection with your several bank account, for instance. Also use the QR code for BTC and all the other stuff. And for the classic, since all of us already have media accounts, it's appropriate they put the settings or the tab drop down menu here when you can access your account, because we're very familiar with the setup. And that's what made it user-friendly. So you can see here, you can log out, the cashier, manage your account, affiliate, your history, and whatnot. Now moving forward, let's go on to the font choices that they use. For the font, they actually use a pretty large font size here that are actually readable, precise, brief, and simple. So they doesn't complicate things much here when they choose the font sizes, the font types, font styles. So it's actually good. Now for the overall, I would say it's quite thematic, professional, a little bit edgy for the style, but quite stylish. Okay, moving forward, let's move on to the feel of the website, which is what we're going to talk about here are the dynamic type or the technical side of the website. We're going to, as you can see, as I move my cursor through these images here, you can see that they're animating. Click on the drop down menu, smooth. Under the drop down menu here, you see the transition between the clicks are smooth. So that's what we're looking for when we're talking about the feel of the website. It's the smooth response or the movement of the drop down menus, the bars, the buttons, all the other stuff that you can interact with the website itself. And you can see here, it's not quite noticeable, but here is the chat box. If you click that in, boom, you can see here, you can type your message. See that? That's what I'm looking for a website, like an online content site like this. It's minimalist, but it's interactive. If you happen to know all what the buttons are. Moving forward, we're going to talk about the sound effects of the website. Now, I don't have the available sound here because the speakers of my laptop is actually malfunctioning, but I'm using an ear jack right now, and if you're going to the home interface of the website, there's not that much sound. But if you're going to play, for instance, game shows and slots, you're gonna see a lot of sound effects that are appropriate with these games that you're using. So for the sound effects, I don't want to dwell on that much more. They're quite good. You don't have to worry about anything about the sound effects. Now to the speed. Now, it's a little bit problematic for me because I do have a slow internet here, but I've already tried this in my computer. I'm actually using a laptop right now. In my computer here, the speed is impeccable. So the only uses, if I can estimate, very low MB impact for the images. So it's quite manageable if you have a very fast internet. See? Alright. Now, I'd like to finish this review here with the comparison for this website. Now, overall, I would grade this website 8 out of 10. Why 8? Because see, you can hear what I'm saying is what I actually don't like is the cartoonic side of the website, which portrays a little bit of childish for me. Now, if you're gonna look at the icon for the blackjack and baccarat, now that's good. It's symbolic. It shows what games they are, how are they played. Blackjack, ace, and jack, right? But however, in the slots and game shows, it looks more like an advertisement to me, an ad, which is inappropriate or inconsistent if we're talking about the whole theme of the website itself. So I'd suggest that if you could make this more symbolic or in 2D form, it'll be it'll not stand out that much, but it'll be consistent in terms of the thematic of the page. Now, as we can see, the target audience here are online gamble players, and they also caters those who have PTH and ETH wallet, which are the attitude of most of these people are organized. So having a minimalist page here actually targets those audiences that they like to have access to their website. Now, overall, I'd like to just left this message here. As you can see, symbolic icons do upscale the look and feel of the website itself. So overall, 8 over 10 is not a bad choice. If we're going to compare it to a similar website that have this kind of interface, I would say Tumblr. Tumblr.com, if you're familiar with that social media website, they actually feels the same. But if you're going to compare it with another online gambling website, let's say for the top one here, El Royal Casino. If you're going to look at the interface of El Royal Casino, it's much more professional, edgy, yet stylish, and they don't have these cartoonic designs here that portrays a childish look for the website itself. So if they would have the chance to, update this kind of images, I would think I'll ramp this up to 9.5 over 10. That's all for me. Again, this is Natsu25 reviewing the Roobet website here, online gambling casino that you can play. It's actually the fastest growing online gambling casino. So it's quite good here. Might play some. So good luck. Thank you guys for listening.